around Valistea. Oh, I'm sure I'll be alright. What a day it's been so far. Hold on, I need to grab my AC remote. Okay. Alright. Excuse me. Okay, yes. We finished the cock and ball side quest. We just have to turn it in. Hold on a second. Well, you know what? We might as well just go do that real quick then. I don't think there's any other side quests currently available to us. No, it doesn't look like it. Back to the new hideaway. Fuck, I forgot to grab a drink. Let me grab a drink. Okay. Okay, this is epic. Cock and ball.
Welcome back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Cock and ball. Nice cock. Okay, well, that takes care of everything I have to do around here at the moment, I think.
Again, I seen schoolboys swing harder.
So back to the main story. What are we doing? Oh yeah, Martha's gone missing. I'm gonna start over here because I just want to see what other new monsters lurk around. Is there anything new going on over here? Kinda. So as it turns out, you can just freely select between all of your icons. I thought the limit would be 2, like have 2 equipped at a time, but it's just given us 3 now. So maybe eventually we'll be able to freely switch between 8 different styles. Where's my Metal Gear Rising style where I can cut people into pancakes? Also, I know we haven't done Tears of the Kingdom for a while, but I streamed that game so much that I think it'll be okay if I take a short break from it while playing this and Pikmin.
No holding back.
Oh god. You know, we're quite a few levels ahead of that guy, and he still stood strong for a while there. I hope that I think the next guy we're going to be going after is Kupka, because we were hanging out in his kingdom, but I might be wrong about that. I kind of hope it is though, because I want to kill that guy. Fucking Titan, man, let me tell you.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Fucking Imperials.
Yay.
Let's get you to a physical. Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Yeah, I just realized, but in a strange twist of fate is now the first Final Fantasy where the main character is called Sid.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
I'm not happy with them attacking my friends. So much of this game's level design reminds me of Xenoblade's area design. That series had to have had some influence on this one.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There's only ever been one rule of shields in this area. They fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
I keep wanting to read Killer B as Killer Bean. So I've been watching another streamer play Metal Gear. I've been watching them play through the series chronologically. And it's got me wanting to play a couple of the games again. For some godforsaken reason.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
It hasn't even been that long since I did my stream of the entire series in chronological order, aside from the games that don't fit in the canon. And I do plan on streaming some of the non-canon games at some point, but I could honestly sit down and restream Metal Gear Solid 3 right now, and I wouldn't even feel bad about it. I like those games so much.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
I just CBT'd that guy. Holy shit.
Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
So many options for just killing the shit out of your opponents in this game. You know what I think I'm gonna have to do soon on stream though? I think I'm gonna have to do another Castlevania game soon.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Just me and Torgal again. By the way, how many points do I have? I haven't even looked at this since we got Ramu. Guess I didn't really have a chance to. I've got a lot of points. What do I want to do? What do I want to upgrade? I want to upgrade, I'm just gonna master ignition real quick. You know, Judgment Bolt looks pretty cool. Maybe I should save up for that. Yo. I recognize that fucking thing. What the hell? Wait, this is a hunt? Notorious marks. Every now and then Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing. It's a unique monster! It's Xenoblade. What is this? And we get the best battle theme for fighting him too. Got him. I'm getting a fourth thing now. What is that? Experience points, ability points, skill. What's the fourth thing?
You didn't see that coming.
Notoriety? Notoriety? Maybe my menu will tell me somewhere. No. Interesting. Oh, Torgal's attack and 2 different attacks are getting close to leveling up. Alright, well I might as well put on this one. Because I don't even have the Flames of Rebirth, or the Fire Spin attack on it anymore.
That must be the bridge.
The way items are scattered around also reminds me of Xenoblade, just in lesser quantities. This game kind of feels like a smaller scale Xenoblade game with more cinematic everything. More just generally more cinematic. And obviously a very different approach to combat and storytelling.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Can't cross that bridge yet. There's a pretty good chance that I'll be playing this game again on New Game Plus after I finish it. I'm curious just how much harder it'll be, but yeah, I kind of wanna do that, I think.
Oi, look sharp!
And they called him Spot.
How do?
Have you got? Now that's kind of cool. I probably won't use it, but I'll buy it so I have it.
Thanks very much.
Lionheart tonic gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Right. I just realized what it was called though.
Take care out there, eh?
No one survived then.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't mean I won't.
Oh boy, OBS just disconnected on me for a second. Was it my internet? Was it Twitch? Was it OBS? This hasn't happened for a while. Hold on just a second. My internet might have just dropped for a second. It connected right back up though, so I'm not too worried.
Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
Big swords or big
Those
men?
Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people. They're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
There, a new quest. Is it a monster hunting quest?
We're best off staying where we are for now. Try not to move.
Oi! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Can I have a chocobo now? I would really like one.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way.
Did my chocobo die in the beginning? I don't remember. Wouldn't it be something if this turned out to be my chocobo?
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
I'm coming. That's a cool looking chocobo.
Hornet feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah.
We're fighting chocobo poachers. What has the world come to? Oh, fuck. This guy's swings hurt. God, no. Ow. Fuck this guy. You know what, dude? Rip his fucking face off.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar.
It is.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
I can't believe it. Yo, nice eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind.
Hello,
Anyhow,
that Persona 2 Q player.
good luck to the both of you.
How's it going?
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
No, I need it right now. I need it right now. The other two chocobos got saddles as well. Does that mean they're going to be for party members? Because we got Jill with us right now. Chocobo unlocked. Hell yeah. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold right R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the chocobo.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Faster!
Damn it, I was hoping he was going to play the chocobo theme. And yes, Jill does get one of the chocobos. Which means there's a third chocobo. Hello, evil. So far, PQ2, this game's cast has been really good. Damn, I am so happy I have a chocobo. It's almost enough to make me forget all of the grief that recently occurred. No, evil, I don't think I'll be eating my chocobo. Okay, alright, well that's this area for now. I know, we learned yesterday. But they sell chocobo steaks in Kupka's kingdom, not anywhere else as far as I know. Kupka's kingdom is barbaric.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
You know, Gav recently got an eye patch too. Never mind, no he didn't.
Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
Time to get a boat.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Boat time. Otto's counter is now open. Alliant Reports is back, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. I don't recognize the last two from the last hideout.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Now, this place is gonna be booming by the end of the game. I hope. I hope it doesn't get destroyed.
That room's as
So Mather's all right. What's the matter, Nectar? The Hunt Board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment,
The people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
I'm so glad that I get to have my services pimped out by a Moogle again.
I don't think so.
I'm not allowed to voice act the Koopa. The Moogle, I mean. Alright, well, what's available on here? Because I took one out already. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board, in hopes that fearless heroes such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. The Angel of Death. A trader coming by the way of Caer Norvant met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenches of the nearby villages. Okay, and what do you do?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing, and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us even though they're gone.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stola's reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind, I enjoy writing. I've ever since I learned my letters from Yara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I like to think Yarrow would be proud of me too. Were he with us today?
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
The Patron's Whisper. Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Hell yeah. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry.
Here you are.
Heart-struck dowager. The blood axes. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again.
All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Okay. Alright, I'm not free to go wherever I want right now. So I can't pursue those hunts yet, I don't think. But there is a side quest over here. In the backyard.
That broom's as ragged as goat's. I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
You think it's alright to touch him?
What's going on back here? I haven't even been back here yet.
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apples soon enough. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
I'm excited to see this next area we're headed to. But I gotta go give the boys some apples. This place is gonna be a bit of a maze until I get used to it. Reminds me, there's nothing new at the blacksmith yet, right? No, but I could go talk to... nobody. I could go look at my reading table. And my memory wall. Oh. Ambrosia's Tack. Saddle and blinders crafted specifically for Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Even after being separated from her master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless from the merciless, just as a good shield should. Jill, you wrote me a letter? We lived together. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person. But for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find that she has spent her life doing that exact same thing. Defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive?
That broom's as ragged.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Have an apple.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
I'm gonna start having an identity crisis if people keep calling me Sid.
Apples were enough to curdle your gut.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I don't like apples.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Ever since I was a kid, I've detested the stupid things.
I think it's all right to touch him.
Which I know is a hilarious coincidence given my name, but, yeah.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Good thing psychologists haven't been invented yet. I'm gonna cut Titan's fucking sack off and feed it to him. I swear.
Did you come through the
All right, looks like we're good to go. Let's go get ourselves a boat. At least I'm pretty sure that's how we're gonna get over there.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
Can we kill Kupka next?
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
Revenge.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
I can't wait for these two characters to smash. Oh, great. We got level 24 bees over here. I love massacring bees and plants. And yes, I see the chocobos evil, but I am one with the chocobos now.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I'm almost level 27. Oh, by the way... Yeah, okay, I'm free to go to all those areas again. Does my thing keep track of the hunts? No, it doesn't. I have to just remember where the game says they are? That's fucked up. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about them right now. If I happen to run into any, I'll just try and take them out. So it looks like this will eventually connect up to the area up there, which will make for nice, easy travel between areas. Yeah, the way the world map works, quote unquote world map, reminds me of 12 a lot. The names of people and places also reminds me of 12 a little bit here and there. But it's a lot less desert and a lot less Star Wars than 12 was.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
No, let me kill these guys, actually.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
All of a sudden, the Black Shields going around hunting bearers feels very reminiscent of human history.
I heard you the first.
More than any past Final Fantasy.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price. There you are.
Or hunting Jedi, sure.
You won't be disappointed.
Even though, as far as all the new Star Wars stuff is concerned, they seem to have missed a lot of Jedi.
Are you well?
They didn't do a very good job hunting them.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
I know, I just find it funny, is all.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy?
Like, I see people talk about it all the time, but really what happened wasn't that the Jedi were made extinct. It's that the Jedi's way of life was made extinct. What am I looking for? Oh, just people to talk to.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen him, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Yeah, okay.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
You know, I never really thought about it until this conversation. But this whole thing with the Black Shields hunting down specific people reminds me of Germany during a portion of human history, which obviously Star Wars' Empire is just space Nazis, but when you consider the fact that they hunted down the Jedi, even more so.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
I hope we get to cut the Queen's head off, just for a little bit of poetic justice. At some point in this video game.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Jedi.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waiting them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
I blew his balls off and leveled up. So these things have left the dungeon we found them in. I wonder if there'll be more dungeons like that one with more automatons to fight. Well, there was a dungeon we did that had an iron giant at the end of it. It was part of the ruins of the same civilization that the airship came from. So I'm going to assume these things are related to Ultima somehow. I know I came from the other side, but I'm gonna go this way just to see if there's any items and or chests, and there was an item.
More of my mother's men.
Oh, they're dead. Unfortunately, I can't. I can only do Ifrit myself. I'm hoping I get the ability to turn into my other summons, though. I want to see Jill turn into Shiva again. She's done it once in the entire game. Oh, gross. Ugh.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
I thought that's a lot more blood than I expected.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Mm-hmm.
Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you the true secret area.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
And he really pushed that out, didn't he?
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Great.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
She's motivated by Dracula.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Well, isn't this a lovely new town area? I hope this isn't where we were planning to get a boat.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
You know, we get enough ravens in the sky in Maine to do that too. It's great. I've seen it happen a few times. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Okay.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then
they're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Oh, I've easily seen 300 to 400 ravens in the sky one night out with one of my uncles, just flying. And these aren't migratory birds, mind you. They stick around here all year round. A beach! Our first beach! Yeah, well, things are pretty dark at the moment, but we have had a lot of sunshine in this game. Believe it or not. Yeah, devil crab. My kill. How far out in the water? Okay, not too far. There's nothing down here but crabs. Which is nice, I guess. Do you think he's dizzy? There we go. Now that's a town. Look at that.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Dude, your uncle has your last name. I don't think he's doing so well. If I had to guess.
It's over.
Alright, see ya, evil. Have a good one. Writhe in my cage of torment. There's another dock, and it's marked. There's a lot of docks in this game that are marked. Makes you wonder. There is a boat here. I can't use it, but maybe at some point we'll be able to.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Also, eventually we will be able to go into this town. We can't right now, but probably the most Castlevania looking town so far.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Well, you don't want to just cut your way through the front gate?
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus... We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
All right, I've got to run to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay. We're gonna play this a little more, and then I'm gonna save.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
You know, I think the way I stream may be irreversibly changed ever since Tears of the Kingdom came out. The Lazarus District. Now, why is it called that?
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Wait, is this place meant to be familiar? Is this our old kingdom?
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Stay down!
Better just let us leave.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
I recognize this guy.
Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Okay. Alright, I feel like this is probably where I'm going to save for tonight. I feel like a bunch of stuff's about to start happening. And I'm going to save it for next time. Which will probably be Friday, because I'm going to do Pikmin 2 tomorrow. Okay, well... until tomorrow, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And, have a good night.